And with breaking news this noon, a French prosecutor now says the crash of the Germanwings plane in the French Alps was a deliberate act.
Investigators believe the co-pilot, identified as Andreas Lubitz, intentionally crashed the plane, killing all 150 people aboard. CBS 2's Tony Aiello has more.
In the West German town of Montabaur, police and media gathered near the family home of co-pilot Andreas Lubitz, now believed to have intentionally crashed the Germanwings A320 into the mountains of southern France.
We can conclude that in all circumstances it's deliberate.
The prosecutor in charge says the cockpit voice recorder makes it clear Lubitz locked the door after the pilot stepped out of the cockpit, ignored the pilot's increasingly urgent pleas to open the door, and set the plane on its final fatal descent.
I reckon that the victims only became aware of what was going on at the very last moment, because on the tape, the sound that we're hearing, the screams are only in the very last moments before impact.
This makes us speechless. We here at Lufthansa, Germanwings, I can only repeat what I said for the last days. We are shocked. We are in dismay.
The airline CEO says cockpit crews are carefully trained and selected. Andreas Lubitz was relatively new, 28 years old. He received pilot training in Germany and the U.S., receiving a commercial pilot's license in September 2013. Friends at the airport near his home in Germany describe him as happy, quiet, with a love of flying.
We can only speculate about motives. We have no findings at all with regard to why the co-pilot did that, what made him do it. Consciously, I would like to express that this is really a horrible event for our company for a long time, and I continue to fully trust our pilots.
French investigators have formally requested help from our FBI. They'll, of course, look at whether co-pilot Andreas Lubitz has any ties to terrorism. As to the pilot being locked out, for U.S. airlines, there's a protocol in place. Two crew members are required in the cockpit at all times. If a pilot or co-pilot steps out, a member of the cabin crew steps in for the interim. But most European carriers do not have that same protocol. Mary.